So yeah, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I worked all week. We took the second test because there's 4 tests. I don't know if you took them too, but I kind of failed the second one.
What?
By one fucking question. I got an 83, I think.
An 83?
So, yeah.
And you failed with an 83.
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be like a 92 and above.
Oh wow!
I was like,
picky.
yeah, but
what was the question?
I remember one of them was about, it starts with an L.
It starts with an L. What starts?
Yeah, it's a word that starts with an L. And I remembered right now, like a few minutes ago, because I was like, I'm gonna tell her she can explain to me more about.
Huh?
No, I was thinking about the word. No, it has to do with work, Demi. It's called
lightning.
No, Demi. It has to do with work. Lightning. We don't do lightning at work. It's called something weird. I'll remember later, but I know I remember that question, and I was like, "What is this shit? What's this?"
With an L.
Yeah, like you can't get. It's like it was a question about if you could get a phone line or something, if you were, or some shit like that. But I know I saved it into my computer. Yeah, I don't know. It's something weird. But anyways, I have to take it again tomorrow because I work tomorrow. So tomorrow, the people who failed are gonna. And it's crazy though, because the smartest people, the first test
that failed.
Yeah, and it's weird
because I
because there's this guy there. His name's Julian, and he's like really smart. Like he's already done this before. Like he sells, like, and he's the guy that answers all the questions, and he sounds really like smart and everything, and he knows all the answers. Like he's the one that knows everything. Like when the guy's asking, he's answering all the questions. Yeah. So we all assume right away, like this guy's gonna pass. You know what I mean? We all took the test the first time, and we all passed. Like not all of us, like the ones that failed the second time, and it's weird. You know what I mean? Because it should have been. I don't know. I feel like we should. And whenever everybody found out that this boy failed, they were like, "What? You, Julian? Like no way!" Like. He's like, yeah, like, whatever. But I don't know what happens, I guess. So I guess it wasn't my lucky day or whatever, the way I see it. Or it's just the way that they word shit. And I'm I'm like, it's open book. And I'm like, I looked and I read through the fucking whole thing, and we only have so much time. And I get frustrated, and I'm just like, like, so whatever. But anyways, that's it. And yeah, so it's been a good week. The end. Hey, it's been a good week. There you go. So yeah.
You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
Keep copy. Wake up, check your phone. Ignore the alarm. You're still alone. Wake up, rewind the night. Who are you? But also kind of who am I? Wake up, check your phone. Be party for the apocalypse.
Anyways. Fun. And welcome back to Effin' Adulting.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Woo, welcome back.
Welcome. We have another episode of Effin' Adulting, I was going to say, of Mindfuck Monday.
Yes. We had
Mindfuck Monday.
I like those because there's a lot of weird stuff.
Mindfuck Monday. We have to do a little jingle for Mindfuck Monday. We need to have a jingle. If you guys are regular people, regular listeners and viewers, you guys know that every month we have a Mindfuck Monday.
Yes.
We don't know exactly when. We don't say like which month, which
Monday. One Monday. Okay.
Out of the month we have a Mindfuck Monday, and today is our Mindfuck Monday of May.
Yes.
So it's
Monday.
May's Mindfuck Monday.
Okay.
You have some crazy stories today, dude.
You do?
Yeah.
I got a couple too. Just some things that creep me out.
And we usually talk about obviously mind-blowing
anything like stories or stuff
Anything
that
that's like
happened a long time ago and it was weird, or just something that's gonna be like, ah, cabrón,
like qué
como
chingados es
chingados pasó esa madre.
Okay,
All right,
so
let's
first
start off.
story. You want to start off?
Um, I don't know how to say a couple of these words, but
It's okay.
I don't know
We'll
if you've.
learn together. We
I don't
learn
know if.
together like
Does
together forever.
it say that?
I don't know. I always put. I don't. I make my own words. Okay.
Me too. I try and do that, but in Spanish, I usually translate them.
What do you mean?
I'm a weird one. Like if
Like
it's an English
Spanglish?
song, I'll translate it to Spanish, and if it's Spanish, I'll
So then
translate
the
it to
one that I
English.
just did, you would do it how? Nos
What does it
vamos
say?
juntos.
Ándale. Para, ya. En español.
Para, ya.
Sí. Así en español.
Juntos por siempre. Para, ya.
Muy felices. Ay. You know what I mean? So
Oh, wow.
it's so yeah, I do that with my brother. We're idiots sometimes. We're idiots sometimes, but fuck it. Anyway,
so you're
so
not only an
let's
idiot with me, but with everybody else too.
my brother.
Oh, special.
I said my brother.
Oh,
Just my
special.
brother. Like, well, you should feel special because I only act weird with people I'm comfortable with. And I'm comfortable with you. I'm comfortable with you. I'm comfortable with you.
Okay, so what is it?
This is about a parasite. It's called shortodes. I don't know. Can you ask Siri? It's CH chordodes. Yeah, chordodes formacinus.
Formacinus.
Okay, so
okay, chordodes
formacinus.
Yeah,
they're parasites. It's a horsehair worm that has the praying. It goes inside the praying mantis. Well, let me read it. It has the praying mantis as its definitive host. Horsehair worms are obligate parasites that pass through different hosts at various stages. These worms can grow up to be 90 centimeters long and can be extremely dangerous for their host, especially the praying mantis. There's a crazy video, dude. They apparently go inside the praying mantis. They live in there, and then they basically take over the whole body. Whoa. It's weird. It's kind of like for me. It sounds kind of like alien.
Aliens.
Yeah, like they go into your body, and they basically take over the whole. There's a crazy video. You should post it. They put the praying mantis inside water.
Yeah,
and you see it, dude, coming out of its butt. It's like the grossest thing ever. But it just freaks me out on how like there could be.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Crazy parasites that could actually take over. Like
that's disgusting.
It is gross. You should.
There's nothing worse than a parasite,
dude. It's disgusing.
Have you seen that movie Parasite?
Oh no, the one that you told me about. You told me about that, but I haven't seen it.
And it's crazy because you think about it. The whole point of that movie, and I've told you about it already.
Yeah.
Is pretty much people feeding off of other people, like
being parasites.
They're being parasites. Like they live off of whatever the fuck they can get from somebody else, like instead of like building their own shit or like working, they like pretty much want to take over somebody else's home.
Yeah,
and life, parasite. Yeah. So I feel bad for the praying mantis though, because they already have it bad as it is. If you're a male,
if you're a male, because I think the females eats them, right?
Yeah, eat the
head.
They chew off the head or whatever. Once after they're done, like mating with them,
it's like I don't need you now.
And now it's like you have this parasite, you
living
have to worry
about. Yeah, and it's crazy because they die. Obviously they're dead as soon as that thing goes in there. They're not them anymore.
Over.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, women do this all the time. They're like se ponen They eat like what is it called to get a parasite? Not a parasite, but like so they can eat their food and get skinny.
What?
I've heard like ¿cómo se llaman?
All those gusanos
Ah,
que agarras en el estómago, ¿no? Que
yes.
I mean, in your,
Es una tripa, no. ¿Cómo se llaman?
se llaman, yeah, they're parasites. You could get those by eating like something bad, no? Like bad pork,
Yeah.
and you get them in your bum. Lombrices, que no
Una
son lombrices.
lombriz, I guess, right?
Yeah, las que te salen por la colita.
And people have done it like to lose weight, which
And
is
then
fucking disgusting.
how do they get rid of them?
They just poop them out, I guess. But then how do you know if you got rid of all of them,
There's medicine. I know there's medicine though.
No, I don't.
Let me take this off, but let me tell you a story.
Why? Is it good? I can't take it off if it's good.
Okay, well, someone in my family went out of town to Mexico. I guess apparently they ate bad pork meat, and they came back already like they felt normal or whatever. And then later, like it comes out to be like that person was bloated and they looked like they were pregnant and they were like having a lot of headaches and felt dizzy and they didn't know why. And I Googled it, like I Googled their symptoms, dude. And I was like, I think you have a parasite. Like, why did my cousin told that person, I think you have parasites. And I was like, yeah, because I also looked at it and it said it might be that you got parasites. So I want to go buy them medicine at Walmart. They sell it like that right away. Like, boom, you just get it. You don't even have to ask for it. And I was like, here, take this. And I gave it to them. And like later, maybe the next day, they pooped. And I was like, like that person was like, what the fuck? Like they called me and they were like, yeah, I pooped and there's some weird shit on my poop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, take a picture. Cause it's to me, it kind of like, it's interesting. Yeah. How there could be parasites inside your body. And I've never seen it in real life. Yeah. And they sent me a picture of their poop and it looked exactly like one in the picture of the internet. It looks really weird, but they, obviously they came out, and after that they started feeling better, like no more headaches. Oh, wow. Their stomach started, getting a little bit better. It was crazy. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I've never actually met someone that had, like parasites.
Are you the parasite whisperer?
No, because I didn't go out of town, obviously. Oh, I thought carrier. I had a carrier. No. I was like,
Are you a parasite whisperer?
No, but I was like,
people talk to you and you're like, wait a minute, wait.
I feel them. They're in you. They're in you right now and they're coming out. They're telling me.
They're yelling. They want to go. They want
out. Okay.
They want to be released. I release it from you.
Crazy. I let me release them. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. I was like, damn, that's intense. That,
I release.
That's crazy. That medicine worked then, you know what I mean? And they're weird because they're little tiny bottles like this. And you chug them.
Hey, what if we just take it? Because I have I've seen it look sometimes like if I'm pregnant. Hey, what if I just take it just in case? You never know.
I would. I mean, I don't think that medicine would harm you, honestly, but
there you go.
Now I'm thinking about getting some so I can lose weight.
No, I just want to see what comes out.
It's interesting.
Let me tell you about mine.
All right, go.
This was back in, oh no, it's actually not that bad. April 26th of 2021. And this is Zombie Cat. Zombie Cat who survived being buried alive relishes life in new home. And this was
that sounds creepy already.
And it says Bart loves toys, giving headbutts, playing with other cats, and eating too much chicken. It's hard to believe that a friendly, well-fed cat named Bart Well-fed cat named Bart once had to claw out of a roadside grave after being buried alive.
Oh, what?
He looks like he looks
It
like the
looks like
pet
the cat from Pet
cemetery.
Cemetery. Yeah, that's
Bart,
creepy.
dubbed the zombie cat by the media, sprang to international fame in 2015 after his owner reported having his cat buried after he was hit by a car and presumed dead. 5 days later, the seriously injured cat came back looking for food. Oh, pobrecito.
That's crazy. That's sad
um,
though. Pobrecito.
imagine that they had like little kids that is that Bart?
Yeah. Especially if they saw that movie Pet Cemetery, dude. That's
Yes.
creepy.
The black and white cat wound up at the Humane Society in Tampa Bay, where he received veterinary care for months. His lower jaw was broken and had to be wired back together. Oh.
Oh,
His
pobrecito.
palate was split from front to back and he needed dental work. It took about 3 hours to pull all the maggots out of his left eye, which eventually
Pobrecito.
had to be removed. He needed a feeding tube and blood transfusions.
Damn.
Pobrecito. While the team at the shelter worked to nurse Bart back to health, a contentious custody battle raged between the cat's owner and the nonprofit for over a year. Ultimately, the Humane Society of Tampa Bay settled the matter out of court, and Bart was permanently adopted by the shelter employee who has been fostering him.
Oh,
Oh, his
what?
adopter Valerie, who asked to keep her last name confidential, said that even when Bart was in really bad shape, he was a sweetheart. Even in the worst of times when he had just arrived, he would headbutt people just to try to get some pets, she told Today. He's
Ay,
always been a big
pobrecito.
old love. He wants to be around people and play and be loved, and that's it. When Valerie first brought Bart home, she worried about whether the three other rescue cats, Max, Cecilia, and Jack, would accept him. But as she set the carrier in the living room and opened the door, Max stuck his head in and started grooming Bart before he even got out. I thought that was just the cutest thing. That was his welcome to to the house. She said he wasn't even out of his carrier, and Max is in there going, "Hey, who are you? Welcome, come on out." How
Oh, qué
cute!
bonito.
Bart, who was redubbed the Miracle Cat. Well, so he's not the zombie cat anymore. He's a
Oh,
Miracle
he's
Cat.
now a miracle. Meow,
By the
meow.
Humane Society of Tampa Bay didn't have any idea what to do with his toys or how to play when he first arrived. So Valerie loved watching him discover ways to have fun. Now he has perfected his play. She says he loves all toys, although he is a prankster at heart and loves to hide and jump out to scare the next cat that walks by or sit on the coffee table and bop them on the head as they pass. He really is a character. Oh, in addition to playing with other cats, Bart enjoys claiming beds, whether cat beds, human beds, or blankets on the floor. He's doing amazing. She said he has definitely put on more weight than he probably should have, but he's very, very hard to deny, as you can imagine, after everything he's gone through. And then it just says Valerie is grateful to the Humane Society of Tampa Bay for funding Bart's recovery and fighting the legal battle on top of his hefty medical bills. She noted that local Humane Society shelters are independent and of the national organization and depend on community donations and grants to keep their doors open. So she hopes Bart's story inspires people to support their local shelter and the pets stay safe. Of course, she's also thankful that Bart's incredible will to live brought him into her life. He has by far the best personality. He is the first one to go to the door and greet whoever comes through that door, she says. He's just always happy go lucky Bart. He's just the coolest cat. He really and truly is. He's a happy boy. And there you
Aw.
have it. What a beautiful a little article of the miracle cat. That
That's cute. I
thankfully they
actually,
changed it, because zombie cat kind of sounds a little fucked up.
I know. I that's what I thought it was gonna be, like something creepy or something. But that's good that it survived. And I feel bad though that it had to go through all those surgeries. I guess like fixing his jaw and
But
the
right now he's
body and the
living his best
teeth.
life
Oh yeah,
because he didn't even know how to play before. So you don't even know what type of life he lived before that.
pobrecito.
So for him to even like relearn how to play, like you could just imagine what type of life he lived.
Pobrecito.
Thankfully he, and like how she said, she just wants this article to kind of bring to light that your local shelters are not, they're independent, and they don't receive money only from the community. So, and dude, you could just imagine how hefty the fucking medical bills were
I know. Just when you were saying all the stuff it
for
needed
all
to
the things
get.
that, yes.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot.
So be nice, and if you're a pet lover like we are, you know, donate, or do as much as you can, because it is hefty. I mean,
It is. It's pretty
and
expensive.
for them to do it for free, take care of it.
Yeah,
They
that's
could have
cute.
easily put him down
That's true.
because he was in really bad condition.
It sounds
And
like he
what are the
was.
odds? What are the odds that he would have made it?
Hmm.
But thankfully,
They
I'm
have 9 lives.
happy
Remember that.
they do.
So, oh, I was actually going to tell you a story. There was a story that I was looking at, and it was weird because it was about a dog he had a family or whatever, and they were going to leave, and the dog ran out, and he got run over also.
No,
And he actually died. Like, he didn't move anymore. He didn't get up anymore. So the dad buried him, but he didn't want the kids to see, whatever, like where he buried him. And the next day when they got home from, I don't know where, the dog was there in the front. And apparently the dog was, I guess, passed out, and they thought he was
unconscious.
dead. Yeah, they thought he was dead, and he wasn't, and he survived.
Mm.
It's crazy. But
It's a
anyways,
miracle dog.
so about 153,000 people worldwide die every day, but around double that number are born every day. Hello, population problem. I don't know. I thought that was weird. And then I have another one here. Let's see.
So double that.
Yeah, so it'll be like 306,000 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did I do the math right?
I don't know.
Well, it's
Yeah,
153,000 die and then double that. So that's 200 and
300 and
yeah,
something. Yeah,
206. Cool.
I
I
heard
really
something
love.
about some lady that was saying, like, she's a pet psychic, and she
Really?
says what happens to dogs when they die, you know
I heard they don't go
and
to
then
heaven.
they say they send you someone, but they can actually take over that dog, and it'll be like, if let's say Matilda or Tinkerbell, whatever, pass away, and then you get another dog. They send you another dog, but they take over the dog's body.
The
Your dog,
your
like
dog takes over
Matilda.
another dog.
Yeah, like
That's great. I hope that's true.
Matilda's. Yeah, because they're there to protect you. Like if you have that connection with your dog, and they say sometimes like, oh yeah, like they send you another dog. They all
I hope so.
sometimes you get another dog and you're just like, oh, I need to have it because there's a connection or something.
Hmm.
And it turns out that that's what the psychic was saying, that that's what dogs do. They have such a attachment to you that they want to protect you and stay with you, that they'll take over whoever dog that you get.
Oh, I would really hope that was
I
true.
was crying.
I swear, dude. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even want to think about.
Don't even. I don't even want to get into it. Let's
Anyways,
talk
let's
about
something else.
say another one,
Let's think about
please.
more parasites. Okay. So I was looking into parasites. Obviously, I thought they were weird. Me and my brother were talking about them.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was telling me. Well, anyways, let me see. This one's called Simothua exigua. I don't know what he said, but It's called that. Or the tongue-eating louse is a parasitic isopod of the family Synesthesia. I don't know how to say that word. Can you? It enters a fish through the gills, and the female
Heard this
attaches
one.
to the tongue, with the male attached on the gill arches beneath and behind the female. So apparently, these things get into the fish's like mouth,
Mhm.
and they eat the tongue. Dude, I think that's so gross. I don't know why parasites freak me out so much. They're so disgusting.
Anyways, what's
Yeah,
going on right
ooh.
now? The fucking gasoline.
Oh my god,
I've
there's a
been.
bunch of crazy
I saw an
fucking people.
article. Says U.S. government issues warning people, telling people not to fill plastic bags with gas for their
Idiots.
cars.
Dude, that shit dissolves like plastic. Like
So
common
why
sense.
is it gonna stay there though? Like
It'll eat
I'm
it up
seeing,
eventually.
yeah, I'm
Dude, I
seeing
saw
a
that.
bunch
Oh
of
my god, I saw that.
gasoline.
I was like, oh, they have baggies de pura pinche gas.
The government has issued an official warning telling people not to fill plastic bags with gas for their cars because apparently people have been panic buying fuel in bulk following a cyber attack on major gas pipeline. Here's the full story. Now we all remember the chaos from last year, right? Where people were buying groceries and the shelves were all fucking emptied. It was so sad, dude. I like. Did you ever get to see it like that?
No?
No. Oh my god! Look, I went
Oh,
to
the
Walmart last year. I went to Walmart and they were like that.
the
The aisles were emptied out.
are you serious? I never
Yeah, not in El
I saw
Paso.
the toilet paper aisle gone,
Yeah, the
but
toilet paper aisle was
and
gone. Yeah,
Clorox and the Lysol and
yeah, but like bread and
I
like
never
things
saw
like
it that
that,
way.
milk, you can't even find milk or eggs. I
That's
literally had to stand in
crazy.
line to the local HEB, which is kind of like Albertsons over there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to stand. I had to stand in line in the morning. There was a big old line. They were only letting like a few people in because they would stock eggs or like milk, and they would only let you take like one or two,
Yeah, per person.
per person. And I guess people were just like buying like stupid,
Yeah, dude, and
like
I'm sure they
bulk
probably had like
buying.
their family members get in line also and like, oh, you get some and I'll get some. I
And I
bet you.
remember like literally being in line and being like, am I really here in America? Like, is this really happening? You know?
It got crazy. And I
It
remember
got
I didn't go to the
crazy.
store. That's why I didn't go to the store for the same reason. I didn't want to go and be inside all that chaos.
No, I wanted
And
to see. I wanted
I
like
remember
what the hell?
my mom told me like, no, no hay nada. Like there's
Es que no hay
nothing.
nada. And I
Like
remember going to Walgreens and buying like whatever little stuff they have there. They have like rice. Like if you go to like the section of the food section, they have like some
some
cereals
stuff.
and like
Yeah.
little things. And I had to go buy fucking groceries at the Walgreens. Where it's like
It's not even a
where do you think they haven't gone? Let's go to Walgreens and see if they have anything there.
yeah.
We
And
literally
that's
had to be going like because we weren't one of those people that were there like in the beginning buying everything and shit, and we didn't think it was gonna get that crazy. So when we ended up going
it was already too late.
grocery shopping, or because we usually keep like a good stock of like toilet paper and like tissues
But
and
not food. Like food runs
water
out.
and food. No, we don't really. I mean, we always have food, thankfully. Gracias a Dios. Pero like, so we weren't like in a hurry to go get some more, and we noticed that people were doing that, but we didn't think it was like that crazy.
That crazy. Yeah. And
When
people
we
are
ended up
crazy.
going, we literally were like, what the fuck? Like, it's sad. You just look at empty shelves and there's just very
Yeah.
little to pick from.
It's kind of scary to see shit like
So
that. Like that.
it is very scary.
I always thought like shit like COVID and all that bullshit like was something from a movie. Like
Yeah, that
Dude,
you
and
would
shit like that
never
does
see
happen for
this.
real. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like how, and then you just see the stores keep being empty, and you start, I guess, people start freaking out more. Like food's gonna
And it's
finish.
sad, yes, because like seeing people and they, well, I guess we have to grab some too, because they're obviously grabbing it because of something, so we have to copy
Yeah.
them,
So
like
now you have to. Yeah, it's crazy.
so it's just like one after
And
another.
now
Just
it's
imagine the
gasoline and shit.
Costco's and shit, and oh, I know. Now it's gasoline. It's like, and I saw some ridiculous ass shit on Facebook, dude. I saw the lady with the plastic bag, like the Walmart plastic bag, and it had a hole on it, and she was spilling everywhere. And then she noticed that it was spilling, so she go grabs another bag to put it over it, so it wouldn't spill, and it stopped the spilling. But I mean, it was already all over everywhere. And then she goes and grabs and she puts it in the fucking. I think she grabbed another one or something. I don't know. It was just
It's
people are
stupid.
videotaping this instead of telling the lady, "Hey, stop doing that shit. You're gonna fucking blow
Like
up
you're
this
an idiot.
place." You don't know if someone's gonna be walking fucking with a
With a
cigarette,
lighter or
with
something,
a
and
lighter. Like instead of
oh,
filming this, why aren't you telling the stupid lady to fucking stop or fucking tell
like
them
you're
to
being
stop the fucking.
stupid.
They have a way of stopping this, like they do that and everything stops and they don't get gasoline anymore. But no, people are videotaping
They
this.
just think it's
It's fucking
fucking.
annoying
It
because
is.
instead of like, okay, I get videotape it, but videotape yourself telling them like, "Hey, bitch, stop doing this. This is fucking
Like, are
dangerous."
you stupid or something? Dude,
Like,
there's a lot of stupid people out there, obviously, because I don't know if you saw the last, there was something really bad happen years ago where people were stealing gas, and I don't know if it was in Juarez or I don't know where, but there were, I guess, a big truck of gas or una pipeline, the gas se hizo explode, and there was gas coming out everywhere, and people were stealing it in a big field, and it ended up exploding, dude. And a lot of people got hurt, dude. And it's like, why would you even be out there with a shitload of other people stealing gas? And there's going to be an idiot. Obviously, there was an idiot who was smoking, I think, a cigarette,
and he
and
probably
everything
flicked
just went
it.
into flames, dude. It was a big disaster, dude. And it's like, dude, no, like,
People are just, it's unbelievable how stupid people can be. So this
shit like that.
article is pretty much telling you this, like, hey, dude, stop fucking putting
Being an
gasoline
idiot.
in plastic bags, really.
And in
And it's just,
hampers, and in, I
it's
saw some
really
people with the Walmart
unnecessary for
boxes.
you to be, huh?
I saw people with Walmart boxes, the plastic ones where you hide shit, like where you put your stuff away,
Mm-hmm.
like filling out those things with gas, dude. Like, I don't know
Stockpiling
why. Like, it's not like you're gonna die without it.
madness.
You're not gonna
Yes.
die without
Fucking
like
go
without
walk.
gas.
Maybe you should go
Go
walk
fucking with the
to
bike and
work.
shit,
Walk to
bicycle.
work.
It's pretty stupid.
uh, People have actually been storing bags and bags of gas in the backs of their cars. So people, can you please stop?
Being stupid.
Literally, like if you don't have, there's no gas, there's no gas. Yeah, it's not gonna stop. It's just gonna go
It's
higher.
it's just that it's gonna be expensive,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
but
expensive, but hey, it's always like that. Sometimes it's expensive, sometimes it's a lot lower.
mhm.
Shit. It's always gonna be like this. Like
Do you remember when it was 99 cents over here in El Paso when we were
there's
younger?
always there is always another gas station that has a lower though. So if you're
There
looking
you
for
go.
that, you can always
Go look.
Google that shit.
Go look around. Go to Walmart. It's
Share it.
cheap there. You buy a card, 5 cents off. Boom, there.
Yes.
Fuck it.
But please don't be doing that.
Dude, that's
Next
dangerous.
thing you know, they're gonna be getting like their pillowcases and filling those up.
Did you hear about
Pillowcase.
that the guy dude that exploded his car, his own car? He was smoking a cigarette and he was using hand sanitizer. And his car started on fire, dude, and burned the fuck out of it. And like just
Okay, he was smoking and
yeah, and he was using hand sanitizer. I guess something caught on fire. I don't know, and the car just caught on fire. It was crazy, dude. I was like, how the hell do you think you're gonna be smoking and using something that's flammable?
that's fucking crazy, dude.
It is, dude. I don't know. I don't know about
Oh, it was
people
probably
anymore.
one of those things that people just bust out in flames and shit that we were talking about the other time. They
I
just
don't know.
combust, and maybe that's what happened to him.
I don't know, dude. But why would you be using rubbing alcohol like and you're smoking a cigarette? Like it's flammable, dude. Really?
Crazy.
It's like using lighter
I'm just like
fluid.
going back thinking, have I done that shit?
It's like grabbing like literally lighter fluid and you're rubbing it on your hands, dude. And you're smoking like it's bound to happen. Like, come on, man. Get your
Oh
shit
my
together.
god. The US Consumer Product Safety page on they tweeted that. Flame jetting is a sudden and possibly violent flash fire that can occur when pouring flammable liquids from a container over an exposed flame or other ignition source. Never pour flammable liquids from a container over to an exposed flame. I don't know where I'm reading that. This says do not fill plastic bags with gasoline. Follow the canister manufacturer instructions for storing and transporting gasoline. And they have these fucking
I have one in my
things.
car
They
and it's
have
empty.
some, and they're like, you know what? Those are meant for gasoline, and they're
Mm-hmm.
not meant for you to be, yes, if you're gonna go on a road trip somewhere where there's not gonna be any gas
It's for an
stations,
emergency, you
you
know?
put it, but you're not supposed to be carrying gasoline around, driving
Dude,
around with it because
no.
anything can happen.
Your car runs on electricity also, so you never know what's gonna happen, dude. Like, what if
They
that
were
shit
even
fucking
saying how you were saying about like how that guy, his car blew up because of the antibacterial. They were
yeah.
saying not to keep it outside because it gets too hot and it's flammable. So
Yes.
imagine that should happen and you have gasoline in
In
the
your
back
car,
of your
dude,
car.
you'll blow up for sure.
Oh my
Especially
god,
that
these
many bags.
people.
People,
All
yeah, dude. I don't know
right.
what and there's
Game over, guys, for real.
I honestly don't know, like how come they
What?
don't I'm sure people see their like pictures that are taken and like why wouldn't a family member tell them something? Like,
Yeah.
hey, güey, mira las
Or
pendejadas que
anybody.
haces.
That's the thing with me, though. You're looking at these people doing this, though. Why aren't you going up to them and be like, hey, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're not supposed to be doing this? Stop the
Mm-hmm.
gasoline station, like the gas from coming out. Like tell the fucking people, hey, this fucking person's doing this. Like,
Yup.
stop it
Pero
from,
no, ahí andan también grabando y nomás trying to
you
get
know what I
some
mean? They're just giving
fucking
us more to talk about.
yeah.
Oh my
So we
fucking
can't be that
goodness.
mad.
Oh god.
That is crazy.
What else do you have, Crystal?
Just little simple things like this one's kind of scary. That more than 7,000 people die annually due to the to doctors' bad handwriting.
Oh,
I thought
I've seen that.
I thought that was just the way that
But
they had to write. But now that
no.
I'm seeing this, I'm like, what the
Okay.
fuck?
For you to graduate.
You need to write ugly for you to be able to. That's
Because
crazy.
that is fucking
Where
crazy.
where is the other one?
Or
I
you
had
could
him.
just imagine because there's a lot of prescriptions that are medicine that are the same, kind of like they have like just a different letter or two, or
Yeah.
that they could easily confuse, and they could be for two different things.
Dude, pero oh my god, one time I had gone to the doctor, right? And pues me hicieron prescribe medication.
Hmm.
Literally, dude, I there's no way for anyone to understand what because it just looked like little lines like this.
Yes.
And I'm like,
And they were
okay, I'm
like, oh
supposed
yeah,
to take this to the
ok, yo sé
pharmacist.
qué es esto.
Ellos van a entender. And
Right?
it's weird because then you get there and guess what? Your medicine's there. You're like, what? Oh no, it's crazy. Man.
Maybe they put it in the system like they put it in the system and it's
You
right.
You think? But like, no, but why would 7,000 people die a year for bad handwriting if it was on the computer? If that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
There is a condition, and I had already told you about it, where women or like people, well, what I've known, like what I've seen is just women, but I'm pretty sure anybody.
Like,
They're able to taste words.
oh, that's right. You were
Remember,
telling
I
me.
told you
That's,
about that. I did mention it to you, but I hadn't mentioned it on Mindfuck
yeah.
Monday, and I thought it was such a cool thing. You're like, what? So this lady, I saw this TikTok on a lady saying that she can taste people's names. So like, oh, Crystal would taste like vanilla, or
Mm.
whatever, like with, and then she'll like be very specific as to like, oh, like sardines or like, like vanilla with a combination of blah blah
That's
blah, and
crazy.
it's like okay, and yours tastes like leather. And like, how the fuck does leather taste? I don't know, but it'll taste like leather. Like, oh, I get the leather,
That's
a leather
weird.
taste, or like a smoky blah blah blah. And people have like send out their names, right? Oh, what does mine taste? So she'll respond with whatever taste she gets from saying your name. So it's called lexical gustatory synesthesia or something like that. And I guess a lot like there's certain people who can taste words. This lady was very specific. She can taste names, but there's a lot of people who can taste just random words.
That's crazy. Like,
And
imagine.
they were talking to the girl, one of them, and like somebody asked her, "Well, does it ever get annoying, or does it ever get like to you to be like talking?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course." Imagine like having to
Like, you're tasting
taste
all these words.
words.
I don't know. Like, right now, like, let's pretend like right now we're tasting it. Like, just because we're talking.
Tasting.
that
Oh, that's so weird.
is weird.
It says lexical gustatory synesthesia is a rare form of synesthesia in which spoken or written language, as well as some colors and emotions, causes individuals to experience an automatic and highly consistent taste and smell. The taste is often experienced as a complex mixture of both temperature and texture. So it's like, ooh, it's a rough.
It's like
Like, what? Dude, it's so
kind of grainy.
gummy.
Right? It's crazy.
That is so weird.
Would you want to, like, just for one, maybe like a couple of minutes, taste some
No,
words?
no, because
And then it's weird because what if you say a word that you don't like and you have to say it and you're just like, ugh, ugh,
for
ugh.
most, it says for most of us, the boundaries between our bodily senses and clear cut rigid. For a few rare individuals, the demarcation between vision and hearing, or between taste and touch, are less solid and one bleeding into the other. These people have a condition called synesthesia, in which two or more of the senses are crossed. Some see colors when listening to music. That would be amazing.
Ooh, that would.
While others associate taste with shapes or words with colors. A new study finds that individuals with the last form of synesthesia, called lexical gustatory synesthesia, can taste a word before they ever speak it. So they're thinking about it, like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
And the word's meaning, not its sound or spelling. It's what triggers this taste sensation. The finding, detailed in November 23 issue of the journal Nature, could help scientists unravel how perception works in the rest of us. Chocolate phonographs. In the experiment, the researchers showed six lexical gustatory synesthetes, images of objects they were familiar with, but which they didn't normally encounter. The images included platypus, a gazebo, an artichoke, a metronome, and a sextant. I don't know what that
What is
is.
that?
I don't know. Doing this induced the tip of the tongue state of the participants. During this, they recognized the object but couldn't immediately identify it. At the moment they're trying to find the word, we asked them two things: whether they knew any part of the word at all, or what it tastes of, and what it tasted of. Set study member team member Julia Simner of the University of Edinburgh in the UK. I remember one participant, we showed her a phonograph and she said, I know what that is. It's tasting Dutch chocolate. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, so she's looking at, but she didn't know exactly what it was, but she's getting a taste of Dutch chocolate and she didn't know why. To ensure that these synesthetes word taste associations weren't arbitrarily chosen, Simner and her colleague Jamie Ward asked them to repeat the associations after the trial. They also cold called participants up to 2 years later and asked them the same questions. We phoned the synesthetes completely out of the blue, Simner said. We said, hello, we did this study on you. Can you tell me what phonograph tastes of? And they said, yeah, it tastes of Dutch chocolate.
Because that lady said no.
Simner said that the most non-synesthetes, if asked to remember a list of word taste associations, might accurately recall about a quarter of them 2 weeks later. Synesthetes are accurate 100% over many, many years, over decades even, she said. The researchers also found that many of the 6 synesthetes studied associated similar taste for the same words. You can predict the nature of the taste if you know how the word sounds, Simner said. It seems like it's not really words that are related to taste, but certain sounds within words. For example, many of the synesthetes reported words with the sounds of or taste of mint, and that those containing the sound a tended to taste of bacon.
I'd be saying a lot of A words. I'd be
um,
like,
right? A. Because of this, Simner said she could pick any word, a guess, and hazard a guess about what a lexical gustatory synesthete would taste. For example, for me, it's not a surprise at all for lots and lots of these synesthetes, the name Tony tastes of macaroni. She said the two words rhyme, you know? The researchers think that synesthetes develop a word taste association at a young age and that the association persists into adulthood. Also, since the word sound determines its taste, synesthetes speaking non-English language likely have commonly different word taste associations. Ah, bigger implications. Similar things, her findings could help explain how human perception works in general. We know that synesthetes and non-synesthetes make the same types of associations. It's just that synesthetes experience them perceptually, she said. For example, synesthetes who see colors when hearing sounds tend to see light colors for high pitched sounds and dark colors for low pitched ones. Oh,
oh,
interesting.
that would be
This is
kind of cool. Nope.
exactly.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that would be kind of cool.
Oh,
Sorry, because I forgot what I was gonna say. See,
because like when you're listening, you're like
you would just be cruising around and looking at different colors, and then,
maybe
like
like
you said,
you're on fucking what is it?
acid
Acid and shit all
or
the
shrooms.
time. This is exactly the same type of association that we all make if we're forced to make a judgment. Semner told Life Science. If I play the top note of a piano and ask if that's a light yellow or a deep dark purple, you're probably going to say it's a light yellow sound. The
That's
same parallel
crazy.
probably exists for word and taste associations. Simner notes that for lexical gustatory synesthetes, food names tend to taste of themselves. For example, the word cabbage tastes like cabbage and mint tastes like mint. Okay, so food words would taste like how
Like
they,
the food.
yeah. Although non-synesthetes don't have a taste experience, they when they read food names, it's still likely to have the same association exist. That the word cabbage is linked to the taste of cabbage in all people, which it is true. Who
Mm-hmm.
know? So of all people who know the cabbage, what cabbage is, and what if they eaten it before, and
You
so
know what it?
kind of
Yeah.
associate it. While estimates of the prevalence of synesthesia vary, one of the most commonly cited studies pegs it at about 1 in 2,000 with a heavy skew towards females. That's what I was telling you. I've seen females. But in another recent study published in the August issue of the journal Perception, Simner and colleagues found that 1 out of 23 people in the UK, or about 4% of the population, have at least one form of synesthesia. So there's Okay, so they're talking about baby synesthetes. The exact cause of synesthesia is still unknown, but one popular hypothesis, the exact cause of synesthesia is still unknown, but one popular hypothesis put forth by Daphne Maurer and Catherine Montlock at McMaster University in Ontario, Canada, suggests that of us begin live as synesthetes. Oh. The researchers suggest our infant brains once contain connections between different sensory areas, and that these connections become pruned and blocked as we mature. Oh, that's true.
Mm.
There's some suggestions that for some synesthetes, this process doesn't take full place. Hold on. There's some suggestion that for syntheses, this process doesn't take place fully, and that some of those connections are left active, Simner said. Some of the lexical gustatory synesthetes examined found the condition disruptive. One of our participants found it interfered when he's having a conversation or trying to read. Well, yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
Simner said, or when he's driving and trying to read the street signs, he'll have a really intense sensation of something really unpleasant, like earwax.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
imagine! Oh my goodness!
Oh my God. No.
Now it makes you wonder, like, fuck no, I would not want to do that, or like
No. No.
have
No.
that
Not at all.
association. But the majority of synesthetes say they wouldn't trade their abilities for anything. I think you took a s- I think if you took a straw poll of 100 synesthetes, 96 would say they would never ever lose their synesthesia, that they like it and are glad to have it, she said. Some say it's like having a nose or a little finger. It's just there, you know?
That's
And
crazy. I
this was
wouldn't want.
from lifescience.com. I'll leave the article below.
I would not want to do that. Like you would, like you just said right now. Like
The
there's probably some
earwax.
words that taste pretty gross, or and you're like talking, and then you're just like "Ugh,"
I
or
can think of so
something.
many unpleasant tastes
But
that I
like,
would not want to like associate with anything, but it's just if it happens, it just happens. Like, oh my god, your name tastes like shit, you know?
like,
You
ew.
know, like I would not want to like even if you're like the coolest person, I would not want to hang out with you because even the thought of your name
Yeah, like
would
you would be
bring shit
like,
to my mouth. Like fuck you, no.
imagine, like we're not ever talking again.
That is it. I'm
Fuck
sorry.
that,
No
dude.
I mean, don't take it personally, but change your name maybe.
Maybe because, or I'm gonna call
Because
you something else.
I'm calling you something else. I'm sorry.
Because imagine, dude, and like I get it. Like It's not like that is actually literally in your mouth. It's just a
The
taste.
taste.
You know what I mean? So I
Right.
guess maybe them like thinking about it that way, like, okay, it's actually not in my mouth. You know what I mean? But you tasting it still kind of
But
gross.
it's the taste though. Like
You know what yeah,
the
I
whole
that's what I'm saying. It's still kind of gross, but it's not like you really have earwax
in
in
your
your
mouth.
mouth. Earwax because of I don't know the story you said right now, but it's still not cool. I
I wonder how earwax would taste though.
don't know, but I'm sure it's not
I was
good.
just watching Shrek. And you know, he takes off his little earwax and puts it as a candle.
Oh yeah, dude, that's gross. He's all like,
He was like that. And he
he's all
lights
like,
it up.
ah,
So I thought it was
was that shit?
fascinating. I thought it was so interesting because there are so many conditions in this world that you're just like, I'm baffled. I'm just like, what the fuck? There's
There
so
is a lot.
our body and our mind is so complicated. You know, it's just like so many things going on there that a lot of people are just can do so many shit. You know.
Weird things, yeah, and it's. I
And
think
every
that's
time I
weird.
learn, every time I find out something like this, I'm like, I can't wait to share it, you know? Because it's so interesting to
It
me.
is, and I
And
like crazy stuff like that too. Like it's nothing that I would have never thought about. Like, oh, somebody tasting their words. If somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I could taste words," I'd be like, "You're stupid." You know what I mean? But because I was ignorant to it, I wouldn't
yes.
have known. Like I'd be like, "They're idiots," or like, "I don't even want to talk
Like,
to
what
you.
do
You're
you
stupid."
mean by you can? I
Like,
would be more curious. I would be,
no, I wouldn't have because like at first before I heard
I'd be
this,
like, what do you mean?
I
Like,
would have been like, what? Like,
taste.
there's no way that you could taste words. Like, you're dumb, you know, like,
Yeah.
but now that I'm actually listening to you telling me that it's something that it's for real, you know, now
Like,
I'm
it's
going to
an
be like, oh,
actual.
that's crazy. Like, what does this word taste like? What is this one? You know, like,
I think that was our Mindfuck Monday, Crystal.
it was,
Do you have anything else?
I had a lot more.
Did you really?
Yeah. I really, yeah.
Well, fucking tell it,
I
dude.
had, no,
What are
it was,
you waiting
I
for?
don't know if you think this,
What for?
what are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? Just
What are we
kidding.
waiting for?
It's just
Yes.
like crazy weird stories. Like there's this one guy that where is it? I thought it was pretty weird. Oh, I think here. It's about weird deaths. Chronic snorer Mark Gleason tried to cure his problem by shoving two tampons up his nostril before going to bed. But LaBauer Mark, 26, from Hampshire, suffocated as he slept in 1996.
But why would you? Okay, a snore is because you're not getting you're breathing through your mouth. You're not getting sufficient air. So why would you block more of your
I don't
nose
know.
instead of putting something in your mouth?
Exactly.
It
Para que se
would be
ahogue.
the same thing. So
It
I
would
don't
have been the same
know.
thing. Se hubiera.
Yeah. But why would you even put anything, right? But I'm saying,
I
like,
know
why
it's
would you?
crazy. Tampons, especially,
Yeah,
they're made for vaginas, guys. Come on, it's
vaginas.
not for your nose or a nosebleed or an ear
Um,
infection or anything of that matter. And then I had another one, which actually I thought about it right now when we're talking about roaches. Edward Arkbold, 32, from West Palm Beach, Florida, died after winning a cockroach eating contest
oh,
in 2012. The cause of death was determined to be accidental choking due to arthropod body parts. That's
oh.
disgusting. And those were the only two I could have still gone on, but we could save those for next. My fuck. Which was gross. Why? Which I saw this guy eating. I think it was in Primer Impacto. Remember that show? Primer Impacto. Weird shit would
Mm.
happen there all the time. And this guy would literally go with a bowl of milk, like a cereal kind of thing. He would go to his garage, pick up roaches, put them in his bowl, and eat them like cereal.
Imagine how much protein it has, though.
Dude, that's disgusting. You're gross.
They have protein.
Dude, I'm sure they do, but I could get my protein
Well,
somewhere else.
remember fucking that show, Fear Factor, where they would make them eat those
The
fucking
Madagascar.
Madagascar roaches.
Yeah, I even saw some guy cutting his lip
Yes, I was about to say that. The
with the shell,
hissing
hissing cockroach.
Madagascar cockroaches, and they were huge.
Those are less creepier though. To me,
Did you really?
they still would creep me out, but
If someone
they're
would
not
tell
as
you,
fast
if you're in
as
Fear Factor and Joe Rogan would tell you, you need to eat this to
no.
continue
Because
with
what
the
are the odds that I'm
competition.
no? Because what are the odds that I'm gonna win the competition? Like, what if I lose and I ate that roach?
Well, that's the thing, though. You
Yeah,
go
no.
there.
I'm not gonna eat it.
You're
Would
not gonna
you?
eat it. Okay, so you know how they have like it's Fear Factor, right? So they would
They
have
have
them laying down, and then they would put a shitload of roaches on you, and they would just be like everywhere, and you'd have to stay
If
there for like I don't know how long.
if it wasn't something that was a competition and you were offering me money to do it, I would
Oh,
do it.
like something guaranteed, like I'm gonna get this
Yeah.
money because I'm doing it,
Yeah,
not
like
like a
you're gonna give it.
competition.
Yeah, because then it would mean that I did that for nothing and that you know how freaked out I am about those things. So if you're gonna offer me money to do it, then I'm gonna do it. It depends on how
But
much though,
what if
too.
what if it helps your phobia and you become BFFs with
Mm-mm.
after that? And
There's
it's
no
like,
way that you're gonna become best friends with
well,
roaches.
I know, but I'm saying like maybe not best friends, but not have
But
that
like
phobia.
not have that phobia. No, like I don't know how
Or you're fine living with that
I'm
fear.
fine living with a fear. No, sometimes I've hated, dude, honestly,
But
because
what
like I said, we could be out and I could be hanging out with friends and I'm not even comfortable because I'm thinking about what's around me.
okay, yeah, that's definitely a phobia.
You know what I mean? Like it just being like, you know what I mean? Like, like, dude, I telling you, I've barricaded myself in the room, sweating hot, not turning on the air conditioner because there was a fucking roach, out there, and I wasn't gonna go and
Out
fucking risk
where?
my life.
Oh, like
I, like, remember I told you at Irma's house there was a shitload of those
yeah.
bitches in there, and one time I got home, it was hot, nobody was home, and I saw one of those bitches flying in the living room. So and it landed right where the switch of the air conditioner was on.
Oh,
And I ran to the room, closed the door, put shit under the door so it wouldn't crawl in there. And I was in there sweating, dude, like sweating, looking at the door. And
I would
it shouldn't even be that bad. Like I know that's how terrified I am of them,
I
though.
would think you would want to kill it.
No, that's the worst
No.
thing you can do. You don't think I've tried that before? You don't think it backfired?
Oh, because they're flying and they're like
Because you could go out there and try and kill it, and those bitches will fucking go at you. They'll fly at you, dude. And if that shit landed on me, I don't know. And like one time I threw a boot at one, a chancla. It was una chancla, dude. And we had carpet.
Mhm.
So I went bam hard and I hit
Okay.
it so hard that I hit the back of the butt and it jumped up. And that freaked me out.
Well, I obviously hate cockroaches too, but nah, I don't have a phobia. I'll kill those bitches. I don't give a fuck. Obviously, yeah, if they're flying cockroaches, it's something different. Yeah, it's not like a normal cockroach.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Those are the only ones I'm scared of. I'm not scared of the little
But I
ones.
won't be scared of them. I'll fucking spray. Like what I do right away, I go and get a spray that's like anything that has chemicals on it, and I'll spray those bitches until they
And they
fucking
don't fall. They
No, they
don't
will.
fall. They'll fly around you.
I don't give a fuck. I will
You
go
think
after
I've used
them.
hairspray
I will
and
go
fire?
after them. No, like I'll get like something with Clorox or something with bleach or something with like, something that they're gonna eventually, and I'll soak them, eventually like they'll be,
Mm-mm.
or like
Mm-mm.
flies. Flies, I do that shit to them too.
Oh,
The
esas
flies
culeras.
gross me out.
Dude, I fucking get my chanclas,
Yeah.
and if there's one flying, I'll take it off slowly, and when it passes in front of me, dude, I hit it with all my fucking force, and you could just hear click, and I'm like, all evil, like I got
It's
you, bitch.
crazy.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
I'm a little ninja when it comes to flies
Me
too.
too. O cuando veo una en el baño, dude, I'll close the door. Oh, my bitch is
I
meeting you in
told you,
here.
right? I told you my sister said that.
What?
She's like, one time that there was a fly, and then she closed the door. She's like, "Bitch, one of us is coming out alive," and it's me.
Imagine
Una
that
de
the fly
las
comes
dos,
out. Bzzz.
I see where, and then they're both like, "Doo-doo-doo," and then you see one of those tumble dry things
Tumbleweeds.
in between them, and they're both. "Doo-doo-doo."
Y luego la mosquilla. Ready?
That's what she told
That's
me.
what I
She's like,
do.
one of us is coming out alive, and it's me. Y
Y
no se
luego
salió
que,
hasta que la mató.
dude, for reals, I'll go in there, dude, and I'll just wait. They'll come at you, dude. They love fucking bothering you. So you
They
just stand there and you wait for those bitches to come at you, and then bam, you're
I
dead.
remember I was telling one, she's she's talking shit, babe. I know she's talking shit.
She's probably like, ha, bitch.
This bitch is talking shit because she keeps like passing right by me, like así viene, like bien
Bien
chingosilla, you know, like
lasa,
bitch, you're not
güey.
gonna get me, yeah. And I was like, and I had already missed her a few times, you know. And then like she kept just like, pero así bien cerquitas de mí. Y dije, está güey. Está diciendo un desmadre, like she's
She's just
talking
making fun
shit.
of you, dude. She
She's
was like,
making
get
fun of me, and
traes.
this is personal now, bitch.
It gets
It
personal.
was personal.
It gets
and,
personal, dude.
and I get like really into it. I was like, you know what?
You're gone. You're dead, bitch. You're dead. I'm
And I
burning
don't
you
even get a
after
fly
this.
swatter. I don't even have a fucking fly swatter. I will grab anything.
Mm-mm.
Fucking
And I always
super.
say it's best to kill them in the air than wait for them to land. No, you have a better chance when they're flying. And you swing at those bitches. And you
You
just hear them
swing.
black. And then you see them all fucking like
But
that,
then
like
my
dying
mom
already on
said,
the
remember I
floor.
told you? I don't know if I mentioned this before. My mom said that they come back to life.
Not
If you
if you
don't.
smash them the way I smash them.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, well, really? They're pretty
Dude, yes, I
disgusting.
was telling you, you drown them. I told you,
Remember?
get a bottle like this, dude, like this much
Drown them.
water,
Yeah.
like that much water, and throw it in there
And then you put a
and
little.
just go like this and drown it until it drowns. And then, dude, you see it like in the water right there, just drowning, like it's just dead under the water. And then you leave it there as long as you want, like maybe 30 minutes, whatever.
And they'll
And
be
then you
fine.
take it out and you put salt in it, like a mountain, like cover the whole body. And then
Yeah.
leave it there for a couple of minutes y ya nomás la sacas para verla and you start seeing the leg.
Moving.
And then later, dude, you see it moving y se está sacudiendo y todo y luego ya, boom, it takes off.
Well, maybe it's just unconscious. Like it's just like, you know.
No, you leave it there drowning for 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't think
How do
I
you
ever
know
did.
that they can't swim though?
No, because they're down there dead already. You see it
Yeah.
like floating like all dead. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
she knows that you're looking at it. And she's like, I have to play dead for it.
No, no mames, wait, fucking no.
Hey, those
Because
bitches are crazy.
they sometimes they're not dead yet, and you see them trying to crawl up the fucking bottle or something. And then no, you just go like that and bring it back down and bring it back until ya no puede, it's dead.
Wow.
Try it. I'm telling you, you should have tried
Try
it with
it.
that one. That bitch was fucking
I'm not
talking
gonna
so much
try
shit.
it. I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Yeah, you do that. You
But
do that, you survive it, and then you kill it again. That's the beauty of it.
you re-
You're like,
Poor
ah,
things,
just
like,
kidding. I'm killing you again.
ah.
Tomorrow I'm gonna go out there and grab a bunch, watch. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna record a video of me killing it. And I'm gonna be
Please
like,
do
you
that.
tell me when you want me to release it. Tell me when you're satisfied that it's dead. And then yeah. And then I'll get the salt
Crazy.
and then I'll put it. Yeah.
And then it'll be like, I'm free, and then no bitch or not. You're still gonna kill it.
No, you're not. As soon as it flies, I'll smack it.
What if you don't get it?
It'll be in the bathroom. Don't worry. I have everything planned out already. I'm closing the door, covering the bottom. And if it tries to take off, guess what? guess what? And then you see me and I come with a black eye. Es que me pegó la cruela. I'm recording it. We're live, dude. We're live. I'm recording it, and you're watching me, and then you just see me.
And then like it's funny because it's a fly, but you see yourself like getting kicked.
Boom. Ah, cabrón. ¿Qué traes? It's very funny. You're just like, what the fuck? You just see my
like
body.
Your camera, pero nada más se mira así poquito tú, like, you know, from the side, but you just see, boom.
And you just see my leg. Boom. Like when Stewie walks
And
in
then,
and
like,
fucking.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be me, dude.
Time to be alive. Start a podcast. Become a DJ. Try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up. Check your phone. But the batteries die.